How's it going, everyone? There has been a lot of really exciting things happening at CreateScene recently. Me and Fraser have been incredibly busy redesigning, rebuilding, and introducing brand new features that I think make it the most exciting, creative startup social network in the world today. And I want to give you a tour and show you exactly why I think that, how to set up a profile, how to customize it, and how to use all the new features. Now, I'm going to do it on the desktop site today, but we do have an app available on Apple and Android. So go on there, search for CreateScene, download the app. It's the same sign-up process. Or follow along, go to createscene.com and sign up for a new profile, and let's show you how to make one. So once you get to the landing page, you're going to be able to sign up or log in if you already have a profile. But what we're going to do is sign up, and I thought it would be fun to make a profile for Leonardo da Vinci, because it would be interesting to see how he would design his profile, the scenes that he was interested in, how he would set those up and use those, and how he would connect with different people. So we're going to go in and click sign up, and you're going to put in your name, Leonardo da Vinci, set up a username, and set up an email address for him, and click sign up. Tick the boxes, and there we go. Now the first step is going to be setting up a profile picture. And one of the things that is really cool on CreateScene is not only can you have a regular photo, we've also made it so you can have a GIF as a profile picture. And a lot of platforms either charge for that or don't allow that, but we thought it would be fun. So let's set up a GIF for Da Vinci. We don't want to crop it, so let's go with that and click next step. His birthday was April the 15th. 1452. Now ours don't go that far back, so let's just go to 1952 for the time being, and I'll change that in the settings. Now you have an about me section that will show up on your profile, so that could be your artist bio, it could be a little introduction to people coming to your profile. I've written a thing about Da Vinci, so I'm just going to paste that in there. And then the introduction is what shows on your user card. So when you're browsing people in Discovery, you can flip their user card over, see their scenes, and see a little introduction. So whether you're looking to make new friends, whether you want to collaborate with people, put a little introduction here. Hi, I'm Leonardo. But you could put anything. And then in interests, if you are interested in something that you want to be searchable for, so for example, coffee, or a particular art form, or a particular interest, or your favorite superhero, you could put that there. So I'm going to put Da Vinci, because if people have an interest in him, I want them to be able to find it with that. He was from Florence, or technically born in Vinci, but everyone knows him for Florence, and that is in Italy, so let's save that. That goes through to the next step, which is setting up your scenes. Now your scenes are the things that you're interested and the things that you're part of. So Da Vinci was obviously in the art scene, he was into painting, illustration, but also let's go for portrait painting in particular. But as you know, he was the most creative, curious person ever. He had a lot of interests, so let's tick a couple more. He was part of the performance scene. He did stage design and set design for theatre productions in Florence and Milan. So let's put set designer, and he was also an engineer, so let's go in the tech scene, click engineer and inventor. And once he's ticked those, he'll be able to match with people who share those interests, and let's click save. That's done that. Next step is now, welcome aboard. I'm going to show you first the dashboard. Now once we're in here, you can see that the dashboard is split into 3 sections. My profile, which is everything to do with your profile, your location, your notifications, everything you need to manage is in my profile. So if I click the picture here, that will go through to my profile. This is some information about where he is. So in Florence, it's currently 11 degrees and sunny. This is where you can go to customize your profile design. Here's the latest notifications, all of your stats. And if you want to upload, manage your photos, your albums, your stories, and your videos, you can do it straight from here. The Get Inspired section is all about creating posts, sharing posts, going into the different feeds. I'll show you that in a little bit, the inner circle, the stage, the scenes, and you can schedule posts as well. And the Discover part, which is finding people who match your scenes, finding people that you can connect with, finding people who you're already connected to, and then the latest stories and upcoming birthdays are in here. Now I thought it would be interesting to show you how to customize your profile first. So let's go into customize, and it is a 3-step process. So we can upload a background image. I'm going to go with the Mona Lisa because it's the most iconic. And let's go with a banner image of the Last Supper because long banner size makes sense. Save that and it goes through to the panel design. Now the panel design is the section where all of your user information down the side of the profile is. And what we can do now is generate colors from one of the pictures so we can match it up and make the profile cohesive. So let's go from the background. It's scanning the image, and these are all the images, these are all the colors from the Mona Lisa that we could now use. So let's go with maybe this, this brown color for the background. Let's paste that into there. The pods that we'll set on top of that with the information, let's go with a nice green and select that and pop that in there. The text, let's go for a paler color, so let's pop that one in there. Social icons, let's use this lovely mauve kind of color down here. And let's use that for the links. Username, let's go black. And the buttons can be this green color down here. So what we can now do is click save and have a little preview. So you can see these are the colors on this side of the profile. That's how it's going to look. But the next step is going to be doing the main design. So we'll click save and we'll go through to the main design. And here we can do the same thing. We can generate a color wall. And for the main background, let's do something slightly different. Let's go for this kind of earthy color for the main background. Posts background, let's do this color here. Texts, let's go for a darker color, and same for the icons and links. And we can also change the opacity level so we can see the background image through it. I'm going to set it to about 0.8 there. Save the changes. Let's do a quick preview, and that's how his profile would look. But let's go through and see the actual profile design. So if we click on that, this is Leonardo da Vinci's profile. The matching colors from the images, from the GIF, we can see all of that. It's all cohesive, it's all beautiful. There's his introduction that we put in earlier. Now what we can also do is go back to customize profile, and we can set up social links. So if Da Vinci had a Facebook or a Twitter or an Instagram, you can put those in here. You can also go into Media Portal, and if you have a music playlist, if you have a YouTube playlist that you want to show, you can add the links in here and click save, and they will appear on the profile design. So you can have your YouTube channel, your Spotify playlist if you're a musician. You can have those on your profile for everyone to see. We also have some other things in here. So you can go into privacy. You can show what people are able to see on your profile. You can set your privacy settings. You can do all of that here. So if you struggle with social media and you don't want to see likes, you don't want to see statistics, you can click them so it's just you that sees them and no one else can see that. And that makes it a little bit easier for some people. The option's there in privacy if you want to use it for that. Let's go back to the dashboard and let's check out the Get Inspired section. So if you want to create a post, you'll click on this box here and it creates an uploading thing. Let's add an image. Maybe let's go with this other GIF. Let's pop that in there. First post. Done. And then what we can do is we can click on the scenes bit. So public, we want everyone to see it. Click on scenes, and then you can tag your posts into scene community feeds. So let's go into the art scene for the time being and click post. So now if we go into the stage feed, super visual, super creative way to lay things out. We've got this staggered waterfall effect, so you can browse all of the different posts in all the different sizes. And there is his latest post. But if you go into scenes, you'll be able to see that post in there. Let's let this load up a second. There you go. So in the scenes, these are all of the different things he's interested in. So if we go into all scenes, everything to do with the art scene, there we go, that's Da Vinci's post in the art scene. If you want to see things in other posts, they'll be there as well. Now if you want to go into discover, let's start discovering people. Now these are all the people that are matching up with Da Vinci scenes. So they're going to score higher as potential matches. So Aaron in Arkansas, hi Aaron, Arkansas Arts Academy, shout out to you, loved my time there. He's part of the art, the performance and the tech scene, so he would be a great match for Leonardo da Vinci to make friends and connections, sharing lots of different interests and scenes together. But you can scroll down and see all of the different people that are a match with him, including, there's me, there's other legacy artists, we've got Picasso and other people already in the profile to connect with, and we want to continue their legacy. But let's click on me, for example. Now you'll see that there's a little flipping icon there, so if you click on that, it flips around and you can see my information. So I'm 39, male, I'm in Brighton, these are the scenes that I'm interested in, there's my little introduction message, and I can click connect, and then I will become friends with me if I was Da Vinci. Spin that background, and then we can continue browsing. But it's kind of like having a trading card or a baseball card or a basketball card or whatever it might be. You've got the image, the profile picture on the front with their key scenes. But if you want to learn more about them, you can flip them over and see them there. You can also search for certain things. So like I said, interests earlier, we can click Da Vinci just to test it out. We can change the age range, or we can just click people specifically in a particular art scene. Let's go art scene and other people that are into painting, and let's search for that. So all of these people have ticked at some point that they're in the painting scene. So Da Vinci might come on here, browse for painters, and find all of these different people to connect with, make friends with, collaborate with. But let's say Da Vinci wanted to come in and find someone in the literary scene. That's a tongue twister. Let's click that one, and let's say he wanted to connect with people to help write a book, or maybe he wants to illustrate a book for someone. All of these people are writers or poets or something or other in the literary scene that Da Vinci could connect with, and they could write a comic book for him, he could illustrate something for them. So it's all about connecting people from different scenes on the same platform for collaboration, for friendship, and for opportunity. So that is the Discover section. You can go into your connections and browse people who you're already connected to. So if you've got thousands of people, you can do that in here and find them. But let's go into, let's click over for that. Same again as Discovery, flip the user card. You can see here, you can add people to your inner circle by favoriting them. So if we tick on that, and then we go into the stage and the inner circle, all of the posts from that CreateScene account, or whoever it is you set up, will be filtered through into this page here. So it's a really good way that if you've got thousands of people potentially that you're connected to, and you only want to see your 5 to 10 top friends, you can then filter them into this separate feed. So it's like top friends in MySpace, but it actually serves a purpose and has a function in the platform, which makes things a little bit easier. If you're somewhere else on the platform and you want to create a new post, you can do that with the button up here, click Create Post. We also have messages, notifications, you can see who's connecting with you. You can search for people up here, but you can also go into stories. So if you wanted to create an article or an interview or a long format post, you can do that in here. So let's check out this one, for example. Feels like a blog post. I can read all of that, check it all out. I can then share it onto my timeline. I can react to it with the different reactions. We've got hello, inspired, creative, love, bravo, funny, support, celebrate, and shocked, which is the little munch screen painting there. So we can then share that to the timeline, which has been done. So Da Vinci has now shared my post. So that is CreateScene, kind of in a nutshell. It's perfect for creating customizable profiles. So if you want to show your personality, if you've got a brand or a business, you can show off the brand identity in here. You can manage all of your information and your stats. You can see the stats has now gone up a little bit. You can manage your posts really simply for what to share and when to share it. And it's really easy to discover people, all the tools to connect people. There's no paywalls, there's no connection limits. We're not going to charge you after 10 swipes or whatever it might be. It's so easy to use. So I hope this video has helped. Go and check out CreateScene.com. Start customizing your own profile, start connecting with people, start sharing your art, start sharing your creativity and your personality. And I look forward to connecting with you on CreateScene.com. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.